Imagine You and Me is a 2016 Philippine romantic comedy film directed by Mike Tuviera starring Alden Richards and Maine Mendoza. Andrew, played by Alden Richards, is a medical student who was broken-hearted and is very pragmatic and not enthusiastic about accepting fate. Gara, played by Maine Mendoza, is a doff who works very hard in Italy and believes in destiny and true love. As they cross paths in Italy, their personal beliefs help them recognize each other and view love in an unusual way. The film concludes with a scene in Verona where Gara and Andrew are seen happy together, and the story ends with a kissing scene between Andrew and Gara. If you are visiting Verona, a must-see attraction is definitely Juliet's house, where lovers from all over the world leave love messages or writings with their beloved's name. After entering into the courtyard of the house, you will find yourself in front of a bronze statue representing Shakespeare's heroine. It is believed that touching her breast brings good luck. The statue was made in 1969 by the sculptor Nereo Costantini and positioned in the courtyard at the initiative of the Lions Club of Verona in 1972. When it comes to romance, some seem to prefer fantasy to reality. The house in Verona that has been billed as Juliet's is on the whole fluff, covered with touristic fairy dust. Shakespeare's Juliet wasn't based on a real person, and the house doesn't have any relation to the story. Nevertheless, you'll always find big crowds of people from all over the world who come here to live the fantasy. Romeo and Juliet was inspired by the Arthur Brooke poem, The Tragical History of Romeo and Juliet, which was published in 1562. Brooke's version was inspired by older works by Italian writers, including Luigi di Porto and Matteo Bandello, who told the story of Romeo and Juliet and the deadly feud between the families Montecchi and Cappelletti. These names are also mentioned in a verse of Dante's Purgatory, published in the mid-1300s, though his poem includes nothing about star-crossed lovers. The house was once inhabited by the Cappello family, a name similar to the Italian version's Cappelletti, and dates back to the 13th century, though the famous balcony wasn't added until the 20th century. The courtyard boasts a statue of Juliet, and visitors can partake in the popular ritual of rubbing her right breast for luck in love, though she herself had very little. Inside the house, you'll find a small and immensely crowded museum with Renaissance-era costumes and the actual bed used in Franco Zeffirelli's 1968 film adaptation of the story. Although most everything about this house is fiction, the emotions that draw people to it are real. The walls beneath the balcony are completely covered by graffiti scribbles and notes from visitors asking for guidance in love, many of which are attached with chewing gum. The notes tell the stories of the visitors' past, their problems and their hopes for the future.